So it's a marvel sometimes how my mind works. An entire idea came to me based off of little figures that you've probably seen back there. Yeah. So these are Transformer blockies. They're models you build. You've probably seen them in stores now. They're very articulate, and it's satisfying to build them, even though the surprise boxes, you're like, you don't know what you're going to get. I just kind of like the schadenfreude of it. Not schadenfreude, the Schrodinger. There's the word, Schrodinger. So, my brain being the way it is, I thought it would be kind of fun. Like, what if I could build a whole story around, like, the figures I have so far of Transformers? So, this is going to be my pitch for a Transformers universe based off of what I have here. So, and maybe this story will continue if I get more figures and it'll change. But yeah, this is basically my pitch for a Transformers series. And maybe I'll call it a fanfiction idea. I don't know. But yeah, so this is what I have so far for this idea. Basically, we have the Autobot Decepticon war. It happened. But as they were going to Earth, essentially what happened was a solar flare hit both the Nemesis and the Ark, and both ships were left the ships were crumbling apart. So now both the Autobots and Decepticons had to stop their fight in the middle of space, and they had to flee. They got into escape pods and just shot into space, and they all fell to Earth. And the escape pods were the things that landed on Earth and were buried in time. So we now transition to present day, and one of those pods has been woken up by construction work, and that pod was Ratchet. Ratchet was the first one, incidentally. He was, and it's going to play into a minute, but yeah, Ratchet was the first Autobot to be woken up, and he's alone. He's confused. He had to hide, and he's scanning. He scans an ambulance, drives off. So, and when I say present, I should take that back, is that this is more like he was woken up in the 1970s, but he's been hiding for a while. He's been hiding and searching for other Autobots for a while, and he's been so far the only Autobot, and he's been trying to build his own base. He can't find it. This is literally there's no Optimus here. There's no Optimus, and there aren't a lot of Autobots and Decepticons. Only through finding these pods is it capable. So Ratchet decides after 10, 15 years of trying to find the Autobots, he eventually comes in contact with the U.S. government and basically reveals himself and is like, hey, I'm trying to I'll help you guys, I'll help you guys with advanced technology, but you guys got to help me find my brothers and sisters, because there's others out there, and if they get woken up, they're going to be really pissed. And there's a good shot that maybe others will come. And he, Ratchet basically is like, I am not a soldier. I am just a medic, and I have run out of options. So from then on, the government basically works alongside Ratchet to locate other Autobots. The next pod they find, however, is not an Autobot. It's Thundercracker. And Thundercracker actually takes off. After killing a lot of the soldiers and almost killing Ratchet, he takes off and is now the only working Decepticon. And at first, it's all right, there's only one Decepticon. And soon enough, they soon find Inferno. And not Predacon Inferno, I'm talking original fire truck Autobot Inferno. So yeah, from there, it's just 2 Autobots, 1 Decepticon. It should be fine. But the thing is, Thundercracker isn't exactly good at. He's a soldier, whereas Ratchet and Inferno, those guys, they were meant to be meant for search and rescue. They're not soldiers, even though they have seen combat. Thundercracker is a soldier, but he's also he just wants to find. He's fighting for the Decepticon cause. He's not a tyrant, though. He does see humans as well, they're dumb, but I'm just here to fight Autobots. They're just kind of a thing. So the next one that is found is the Constructicon Hook. And at first, Hook is just of all the Decepticons I'm stuck with is you, Thundercracker. And Thundercracker's just I don't like it either, but you and me are the only as far as I know, you and I are the only active Autobots, so shut the fuck up and help me find the others. We'll find your brothers too. The other Constructicons, he means. So eventually, after that, more pods are being found of these life pods that have kept these Autobots and Decepticons in stasis. The next one was Sunstorm, the fanatic Decepticon, and but not too long after that, the Autobots recovered Sideswipe. So it was kind of 3-on-3, and then eventually they did manage to find Hound and Smokescreen. Hound and Smokescreen, along with. I had to make sure, I had to do a quick head count. Yeah, so Hounds. So it's 5-on-3, and for the longest time, for a while, the Decepticons are kind of on the run. They've been trying to find Energon, steal it, and keep in mind it's Thundercracker, Hook, and Sunstorm. Those three cannot get along. Now, on the other end of that spectrum, however, the Autobots are having difficulties too, because while the Autobots don't have they don't have a leader, but that's okay. They can work together. All of these guys know how to cooperate. There isn't really a central leadership. There is no one really taking up that mantle. Even Ratchet is like the closest they have because he's been the oldest one here and fighting on Earth the longest. So it is kind of a difficult situation. However, there are things that they don't have. They don't have anyone. They don't have Wheeljack's not here. He's not so they don't have a scientist specialist. They don't really have. They don't have any command or anything. They don't have anything to build Cybertronian technology with, or reconstruct anything. So every Autobot they try to find is another Autobot that can be of help to bringing back the Autobots, and also maybe finding a way back to Cybertron. But on the other end of that spectrum, the only thing that was going for them was that it's 3-on-5, and on top of that, they're all trying. They can barely work together. Thundercracker is just doing his best to keep the peace between Sunstorm and Hook. But eventually things change when Starscream is found. And Starscream in this continuity, he's not incompetent. Starscream, when he shows up, I was it's Starscream. No, it's, oh shit, that's Starscream. You see, in this continuity, Starscream is conniving and cruel, but he's not an idiot. There's here, it's the whole reason of there's a reason he was chosen to be Megatron's second in command. It's not you look at him all the time and it's why were you chosen? It's here oh no, he was a legit master strategist. He was the leader. He was the air commander of the Seekers for a reason, and he's incredibly intelligent. So now the Decepticons actually have a leader, even though yes, it is still 4-on-5. Or is it because when Starscream was woken up, he was carrying a gun. He was carrying a special gun with him, and yeah, that's the Megatron is trapped in his gun mode. And Starscream is keeping it secret from everyone else. The gun, it can't transform back. It's got Megatron is still conscious, but he can't speak to anyone. He's trapped in his own hell, and Starscream uses him as his private weapon. So yeah, now the Autobots are getting worried, even though it's technically 4-on-5. They have a slight, numbers calculation, but now Starscream is here. And he's here to, he's going to be a threat now. Now the Decepticons can be a coordinated threat with his leadership. At least unless they can find, Optimus or Ultra Magnus or someone to help give them an edge as well. And that's why every pod needs to be found. So there you go. It was just a dumb idea based off these little things. I should do a review on these at some point, but yeah. Anyway. So these little blockies Transformers, you've probably seen them in stores. But yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this little story idea? Just comment below, let me know. And if you're curious, if I get more of these, and if this thing does well, I'll advance the story a little more, see how it goes. But anyway, just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.